6:22 p.m. Wednesday, April 15th, 2020, episode number 788 of Oh Yeah Dude. My name is Jonathan, and this is Seth. Hello, Seth.
Jonathan,
For those of you who are watching, I'm the one talking right now in the black mask.
Okay, and
Seth
I've
is
gone.
Seth is in the white mask.
Ebony and I. So
You're blind as a bat, and I have sight.
So this is episode 788 of Oh Yeah Dude, America Through the Eyes of Two American Americans. You're just listening to this. It's a podcast. I hope it sounds okay. You're watching this. I hope you're not frightened.
I mean, I'm more worried about the sight than the sound, because I bet you the sound is probably better because we don't use professional podcaster mics because
it's real.
Because we're punk.
You know what I mean?
And so maybe this will probably keep some of my nostril breathing down to a minimum.
We are both wearing masks per order of, is it the city of LA or the state of California or the government of the United
Your
States?
girlfriend.
Or my girlfriend, yes. Executive order of my girlfriend.
All of those.
All of the above.
We did take a week off just because I needed some time to deal
mental
with
health
my
break.
life. I wasn't physically feeling any symptoms
Ill
or anything like
effects.
that. I needed a little headspace. And
You deserved a mental health break.
but I mean, I'll tell you, about 72 hours after that, into that little hiatus, I was missing you.
Like, where's my boy?
Well, because I realized it's one of the few things
I'd love to see his mouth. Oh, shit.
I can't wait to see my fucking friend's mouth next
Thanks,
week.
Samantha.
Oh wait,
Oh, so you want to hoard his mouth? Great. So you get to see his mouth, and
you're
we
the
don't.
only person that gets to touch, to lay eyes on that mouth.
Because I do it all right here anyway.
I mean, listen, getting recognized in a mask, you know you're doing something
I mean,
right.
it's by the guy you've been doing a show with for 15 years, but I'm going to start off.
I know that making people smile with this on is because they don't know. You could be grimacing.
Yeah. He's saying something funny. He looks angry. I'm going to pick up where we left off on our Netflix docuseries. I took your advice to watch the series I had not watched yet, Murder Mountain. Great.
Yeah.
Trimmigrants is what they're calling these trimmers that let me just pick you up on the side of the road and drive you miles into the woods.
Put you to work and then
you never heard from
rape
again.
you and kill you and dump you in the
Unbelievable.
mountains.
Terrifying. The Family, which is the...
Did you watch it?
Watched it.
What do you think? What did you...
Terrifying.
Terrifying, right?
All terrifying.
The first couple are
They're all terrifying.
really scary.
Murder Mountain, terrifying. The Family, terrifying. Everybody called 888-842-2357. It's the voicemail we've had forever. It is the after the prompts, that woman's voice is so ingrained in my head. Last week we had a whole incident with the company that we have the 888 voice
After
number in.
50 years, I think they've changed something.
They
right?
changed the woman's voice. She's a monster, this new woman. She's so rude. They're unavailable. Leave a message.
But do we still have an outgoing
message? It's still
message?
you. It's still... But people are calling they want stability right now more than anything. They've called the voicemail 100 times and it's like...
Quit calling. They're not around
They're
right now.
not around. They're wearing masks. It's like, why now? After 14 years, do the prompts change? Does the password change? Does the mailbox... Don't tell us.
Don't tell us,
Find
and then
out on our
all of
own.
a sudden I just start receiving emails of... The emails I
Transcripts of
receive
voicemails.
are actually transcripts of Seth testing the new one, and I'm like this, and then they have recordings of it. So I read it first, and then I'm like,
Peter Piper picked a pepper. Is that what is? That's just Seth. He leaves
high noon.
Fucking lunatic. Anyway, so you're still gonna get Jonathan saying 2006 for life. It's still the original message.
You're
but
sure
then
about
after
that?
Yes, because
I'll happily re-record it.
Oh no, it is still that. But just if you've left a message before, don't get thrown off. We are available at all times, so just don't.
Despite
She's
what that
so
bitch
rude.
says.
Leave a message. Maybe they want to hear it.
Why do you keep calling him?
Yeah, I've seen this number before. Maybe what? Okay. Everybody called the voicemail. They were like, "Hey, dummy, there is a Unabomber Netflix special. It came out last month."
Great job.
So
I don't know how Seth missed that, but
I don't know either. Just because it was
and
so
it's
fresh
good,
and so new,
right?
It's
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
Terrifying.
Terrifying is the Atlanta's missing lost children. Terrifying. It's already terrifying. He's the original incel, Ted Kaczynski. When you watch, you'll see this. Also, when we brought that up, we were talking about him living in this cabin and sort of quarantining. One of the women in the documentary talks about he would like walk up and be like, "What day is it? What time is it?" So it's kind of like all of us. Yeah. We're all the Unabomber. Honey, what day is it? Ted. So Jonathan's picks, Murder Mountain, great. The Family, great. Thank you to everybody that called in and said, watch. They already made that, Seth. And then people called in and said, watch The Devil Next Door.
Which is about Ivan the Terrible?
That is November of 2019, 5 episodes. A retired Cleveland auto worker is brought to trial in Israel, accused of being infamous Nazi death camp guard Ivan the Terrible. And that
That
great.
is crazy.
This is a great doc, too. So thank you to everybody. A lot of people called about that one.
Is that a series?
That's 5 eps. And that's great.
I started watching.
So there we go.
What did I start watching? The how to
train your drugs, how to take your dragon and make him do drugs.
How to teach your dragon
to do drugs. Yeah, people said that one's good.
What is it? How to cover up a drug scandal?
How to drug your dragon. Very scary. You take the Komodo. It's a very scary documentary series.
The drugging dragon rider. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yes.
It's
yes.
pretty crazy.
She had her pick of the litter.
A couple of people did.
They looked around. They looked around. Yeah.
Pretty wild.
Might have to dip into that.
They might be about that. They might be. What is it? Making a mountain out of a molehill? Not in the impact of it, but in the. Not that. That shit is what they did is crazy. But it's for some reason. I guess there's more money in getting people to watch 4 or 5 episodes of something than to watch 90 minutes in one thing. Because
that's why they make these things like this.
It has to be more lucrative.
Yeah.
Because there are definitely.
Don't they have to keep you on there? They want to.
I think that's the whole point.
It's like a Quibi
Netflix
model.
is like, you could get them to do this once, or we could get them to do it 4 times for a little bit less time. But once they're on there, they'll stay on there and watch something else. So you're getting them for
until their dragon is fully
strung out.
Like that dragon's on dope. Your dragon's nodding off.
How to make your junkie dragon.
Jesus. That's all well and good on Netflix, but what about when Fox cancels fucking Deputy with Stephen Dorff after 13 episodes?
Did you write a letter?
I wrote 2 letters. 1 postcard, 1 letter.
One to Stephen.
One to Stephen
Just
himself. Mr. Dorff. It's Mr. Romatelli.
My condolences.
Good to see you. Haven't heard from you.
I still haven't heard from you.
Yet to hear back from you.
Mr. Dorff, I still have yet to hear back from you.
I wrote from you from Backbeat. Haven't heard from you. Yeah, really upset about that. But what are you going to do?
Yeah.
I'm not the powers that be, Jonathan. I'm not the powers that be. Because if I was, I'd say, how about a cop show with Stephen Dorff? Okay. How about it runs forever? Okay.
How about it never goes off?
It never goes off the air. And Quibi is straight trash. So
Quibi's trash. That makes me happy.
So hopefully that,
I mean,
fades away.
It will maybe fade away. They didn't have a good open, right?
Not as good as they anticipated. They're claiming now that oh no.
Well, it's been
popping off. You need to get a no filter with TMZ in the morning and night.
They get to lie about everything, right? Because no one ever has to say. I mean, Netflix doesn't have to say how many people watch Tiger King.
It's like us. I mean, 14 million people listened to the last episode.
That's insane, guys.
It was 14
Thank you
15.
all very much.
Yeah, not duping me into that Joel McHale fucking Tiger King. Not
Worst.
a chance in hell. You're
made me
so
into mad. That. Made me feel even more reg and lame for liking the show in the first place, because it's like the most basic bitch shit. I mean, it sucked.
So you knew the Tiger King. What's this show about?
It's so bad, dude.
What is this show about?
It's just...
He just asked them if they knew the Tiger King?
So you knew Tiger King.
So the King, Tiger Man, Johannes Exotisis. You knew him.
His Royal Highness Joseph.
You knew him.
It's just...
What are you going to do?
Sucks, man. Sucks.
Well, it's amazing. It's the only thing...
Except for the campaign manager guy. He's still my guy. He's still my guy. He's talking about how he's hoping to get enough money together to get therapy for having to watch Travis blow his brains out. And he's like, I never got therapy for that. So hopefully with all of this
quarantine check, maybe I can get into some online therapy from the day I watched that guy blow his face off in front of me.
But
Yeah.
I mean, of all people, but as soon as I saw this, I was like, it's so trash.
Yeah.
And all the talk shows doing it, it's like,
Yeah.
don't you guys just like...
Well, it's just like I said. It wouldn't have been like this if the world wasn't like this. It has the benefit that the world stopped, and so it's the only thing, you know.
What do you mean?
It came out when the
but
world
it's just,
stopped,
to
so
me,
now we can.
But it's like the ultimate...
If there was regular programming, they wouldn't have to turn it into everything. You'd be able to we'd have other things to do.
But they would have made a real episode of something where they went back. You know, they wouldn't have been him. You know, Joe McHale sitting in his fucking living room. But like the idea that these people, I may be treading in weird water because we're still doing it because we think people need it or rely on the show.
Well, I need it, so.
And I need it too.
So.
But I mean, does
Saf need to have another arm ripped off? No.
No, I mean, I'm jumping ship over to does Jimmy Fallon get the same feeling from doing his show that you and I get from doing our show? So that he needs to, just take a fucking break.
Well, I mean, when you go to the mailbox and then you see what they gave you.
Well, don't they have to give that to them no matter what?
Yeah.
So then just stop making it for a little while.
Just be like,
let's
you got to give it to me.
cleanse the palate.
You got to give it to me. Jonathan, no one stands behind that more than me. Hard reset across the board.
Boop, boop, boop.
What was that?
That was our girl. Yeah. Hard reset.
Hard
boop, boop,
reset
boop.
Across the board.
Restart. Boop, boop, boop.
Yeah, it's tough.
I feel like...
It's tough for the paparazzo, Jonathan, because who the fuck they snapping? Stars can't come down from the heavens and walk amongst us if no one can walk amongst us.
They should start doing breaking and entering, just to snap photos of people in sweats and stuff.
That's where Matt Damon lives. He's in the shower.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you going to do?
Here's Kate Beckinsale eating hot wings with her fucking 19-year-old boyfriend.
Kate Beckinsale, that guy.
And that dude.
Guy?
What's his name? Gideon?
Giddy Goodgob.
Goody Gideon.
Unbelievable. It's so tough. It's tough for the paparazzo. It's just what you gonna do.
Well, we got a little bit.
Got 15 people standing outside of Ben Affleck's house for him and Anna de Armas. I mean, it's all you can get. Waiting for him to come out, walk the dog once a day. 30 paparazzo. We can sell your photo too. Look, there's another picture of Ben Affleck. He's got a Red Sox hat on. I'll buy it. How much? $8. Sweet.
I sent Seth an Instagram post from a chef who many of you probably...
He's world-renowned.
He's a world-renowned chef. It is Rippert?
Repair. I like to...
Eric Repair.
Depends if I'm in Tuscany, is that in France? Nah, shit.
568,000 followers on Instagram. He's a world-renowned chef specializing in modern French cuisine.
Wow.
He's noted for his work with seafood.
Oh, so he specializes in seafood.
He has a Midtown Manhattan restaurant called Le Bernardin.
Okay.
It's considered one of the best restaurants in the world.
Oh, in the entire world. So the people the foodies, the Zagats and such, the Michelins have gone around the world and they've said, this chef in this restaurant, I think it's the best restaurant in the world.
So he posted a new recipe on his IG that I sent to Seth, which is, well, you want to say? What is it?
Well, I don't know. It's just I don't know. You tell me what it is. I know what it is.
It's Seth's coronavirus hash. What is it?
Quarantine hash.
It's Seth's quarantine hash, basically.
In the end, he gives a photo credit to his wife, but not oh, by the way.
And I also stole this
is Seth Ronatelli's podcast, Quarantine Hash.
AKA. This is my take on Seth's quarantine.
AKA Y2K.
It's
Y2K
salmon
hash.
and lentils.
Salmon and lentils. It's interesting because mine was salmon and beans.
Black beans.
Refried beans. But still.
What?
It's the weekend.
Wait, hold on a second.
On the weekend.
That changes everything.
On the weekend.
Are you telling me initially you said it was black beans?
Weekend it was fucking refried beans.
Refried pinto beans and salmon.
Black beans.
Like refried a lentil. Black beans.
Like a lentil. Basically salmon and lentil. Oh, you mean like Eric Repair's?
Repair's dish?
Repair's dish.
His famous dish.
That people from all around are giving him accolades for. No, that's like Seth's dish. He made it like 20 years ago. It's like when he made.
He's been making it for 20 years.
He makes it on 420 every year. It's his sober birthday, so he celebrates his sober birthday with his Y2K fucking hash, which is now AKA quarantine hash, which is now AKA stolen by the biggest chef in the world.
Crazy, man. I couldn't believe it.
What are you going to do?
I couldn't believe it.
You were like, it's interesting. Oh, this is probably a listener to the show being fun. Oh, no, it's a world-renowned chef. Just making Seth's dish. Disgusting dish. Well, the comments didn't say it was disgusting. Oh, God.
Can't wait to try this.
Eric, you've done it again. Stolen again.
Eric, you've stolen again.
Eric, you've stolen again.
Eric, you son of a bitch. You've stolen again.
Explain to me why everything that I've watched on television that's sort of Zoom type, any sort of teleconferencing, that every guy has a guitar like leaned up against wherever their camera is. They make sure to lean a guitar up against the wall.
I think it's just there.
Oh, it's just there because they play guitar. And so,
that's how many guitars are leaning up against walls in the world. One out of 6 men. If you were
have a guitar leaning up against the wall.
If you could hack their computers right now, well, 5 of them would be masturbating.
Okay.
4 of those 5 would have an acoustic guitar just leaning against the wall.
Are there more guns or acoustic guitars in the United States?
It's probably pretty close, but
exactly.
I'm going to say
I think it's
more guns because most people don't own like multiple guitars.
But most people have 7 guns.
Yeah.
Okay. Every single
and there's definitely crossover of those markets.
Oh, that? Yeah, it's my Gibson. Is that give me another brand?
Yeah.
Give me one more.
That's my Taylor.
That's my tailor-made Taylor. You play guitar? Never seen you. Yeah, I want to unwind.
What's my new show that I'm watching? What is it? The Bachelor? Which one is it that they've got?
90 Day Fiancé?
No. Now they've got, what is it? It's a show that they normally do with the roses, the rose ceremony.
Yeah, a Bachelor, I don't know, like an iteration of a Bachelor?
Yeah, it's a current one, and they're all musicians.
Oh, wow.
So they combo
and
where they go on dates and they like sing duets like John Mayer duets to see if they have like chemistry in like all sorts of ways.
How we're going to be.
Hold on a second.
Beautiful. That's a beautiful fucking series right now.
Is it
trapped?
But it's multiple girls and multiple guys, but less men than there are women.
Less roses, more singing.
It's called The Bachelor Presents Listen to Your Heart.
Listen to your heart.
It's, dog, like, I watched it begrudgingly because I don't get down with those bachelors. And by the end of it, I was like, these motherfuckers, because...
I believe in love and I'm a musician.
No. It's because it's 100%. It's the fact that these dudes... In the first episode, there's, 8 dudes and 12 women. So 4 guys get cut at the first episode.
Like one chord.
So every single guy at some point tries to serenade one of these women in order to get like chosen. So every guy in the first 48 hours like pens a tune.
Oh no.
And it is like...
Oh no. And they sing it?
To the girls
on
like
TV?
One-on-one.
And you watch it?
And I was like, this show just sucked me in because it's
got all your elements.
It's got several
original fucking content lyrics.
So several of my elements.
Taylor guitars. So everyone has a guitar.
And also they're just feeding them booze.
Oh yeah.
So everyone's a little soused. So of course people get loose. They got a grand piano in the main room.
Oh, somebody.
So like immediately, like people are like, and of course. Everybody talks about A Star Is Born at some point in the first episode. Like each, like, so you loved it, right?
Yeah,
like, oh my
how
God.
Many times
like,
have you seen it?
That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, I cannot. I cannot.
But you can.
But I can. And I shall every week.
Is it the same as the internet challenge I saw where women, say, I guess you walk in on your boyfriend naked to see his like,
that's not real.
Something. Okay, those aren't real?
No.
I watched there were 300, 10-second clips.
Babe.
Every single dude, like 300 videos, 296 videos, dudes with fucking headsets and gaming. Almost all 300. One guy was writing something. One guy was like feeding the cat. 298 guys were playing video games. And like, what? So I guess, is that because we're in quarantine? So that's just the games of like They've taken over?
I think it's...
Is it a guitar playing or gaming? What are they really doing? I think they're gaming.
But I don't... Those videos aren't real, right?
Those aren't real?
I don't believe anybody on there.
Babe.
But then the other way around, where the guys walk in naked and the girls are like distracted.
Are the girls playing video games?
Like,
babe. Are the girls playing video games?
No.
None of them. Weird.
No.
Okay.
They're like bleaching their assholes.
Yeah. Babe! What are you doing? Sorry, babe. What do we have? I have a pile of
I'm not gonna have ever seen any of this stuff.
Well, we are celebrating the beginning of the 10-part documentary series that starts Sunday.
So that's
2 episodes. It's going to be 5 straight Sundays, 2 episodes each of The Last Dance, the 1997-1998 Chicago Bulls. I believe the star of that team was Michael Jordan. Now, as you know, I have the Michael Jordan poster where they spell his name incorrectly, which we're still waiting for Kanye, 888-842-2357. Kanye, if the prompts change, don't get nervous. Leave a message. I have the poster. I can sell it to you. I'm at a game in 1990.
A basketball game?
I'm at a Boston Celtics Chicago Bulls game. I'll put it on the table, and then you reach over and grab it. See how we do this? And at the top of this stat sheet, so close to the game, I can steal the stat sheets. How do they spell Michael Jordan's name at the top in the starting lineup of this game in March of 1990?
Same way.
God, man. Do I have 2 pieces from Mr. West right here on Hobart? Are you talking about the GOAT? The best there ever was, the best there ever will be? Why do I have 2 pieces where they spell the name wrong? Interesting. I'll also hand this over to you. This is just a photograph.
I've never seen one of these.
Isn't that cool? An NBA stat sheet? That's just
so. That's from the game.
That's from the game after the first.
But that's the game that you were at. So this is the first quarter.
Yeah, it's
got a little bit of the.
Yeah. But I was going through my.
But you jacked it from you could reach to the bench.
I was, in
or like an assistant coach handed it to you because you were like, "Hey, Mister.
Hey, look at me. I'm here with my papa. We eat the gravy." Who's this little guy with the tank top? Hey, mister. I spilled gravy on my tank top. I made a wish. All right, just take it.
No, wait, how did you get it?
It was either me being like,
"Hey, mister.
Sneaky little little mister," or I was probably chatting it up like when I chatted up Hubie Brown before the game. I said, "Hubie, who's going to win the game? Kid, if I knew, I'd be on the phone with my bookie." Thank you, Mr. Hubie Brown. Let me put this down.
Mr. Brown.
It's just a picture Michael Jordan I took. Listen, you're young, you're a photographer, you get close, you snap a pic.
Wait, are you showing these to the camera?
Oh, yeah, just show that up there. I'm just going to put this up here. I'll let the camera can grab this. This is
wild.
This is Michael Jordan's first cover as a Chicago Bull right here. I'll just lay that right out.
Jeff, which camera you... Oh, jeez.
Lay that right out.
Seth's camera or the 2-shot?
There you go. Just put this up right here.
Pretty sick. So did you blow that? Jesus Christ.
That's just my Ohio art, little sport, hoops, Michael Jordan. Let me just get that right up. When I shoot some hoops later, we can shoot some hoops.
Well, that's spelled correctly.
That is spelled correctly. So we can play that. We can look at Michael. We can do this. You
have a ball?
Well, I have this beautiful. Who made this tie? Is this... who is that? Bugatti? Umlolio? Is that a Bugatti Umlolio silk tie?
What does it say?
Oh, baby.
Can't even...
That's a beautiful
piece. Does it say Jordan 23?
That's a beautiful piece.
Is disgusting.
Read the... Who is it? Who did that tie?
This thing is disgusting.
What do you mean? That's a beautiful silk tie.
Bugatti
Yeah.
No, it's...
It's Bugatti Uomo.
No, yeah. Bugatti Uomo for Michael Jordan.
For Michael Jordan.
4 isn't part of his name. Didn't you not say his name was Bugatti Uomo?
No. That's Bugatti Uomo. Beautiful
Bugatti
tie.
Uomo.
Beautiful tie.
Or how do I do this?
Put that up there. Let's just celebrate The Last Dance. 30 for 30 ESPN. 10 hours, 10 episodes.
This is disgusting. Why did you have this?
That's a beautiful tie.
Did you ever wear this?
God, I wore that. Yeah.
Fucking yeah.
I wore that to my prom.
No, you didn't.
No.
You fucking loser.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just looking at my official member. I guess I'm an official member.
What'd you say, Jeff?
Get a look at that. Get a look at his mask. Get a look at his tie.
Hello, my name is...
Put that tie on with that mask and go out in the world.
Bugatti Umam 4.
Beautiful.
Sorry if that didn't work. But
I guess it says it right here. I guess I forgot I'm an official member of the Air Jordan Flight Club. I have my official membership cards right here. I don't know. You tell me. But I'm going to give you my number one.
Who the fuck gave you that fucking tie?
Scottie Pippen. Let's take a look at Michael's first. That's just a collector's piece. Not rare, but it's nice to have. His first cover as a Bull. How about the 1984 NBA season when Michael Jordan's a rookie? It started on October 26th. He does not put on a pair of Air Jordans until a home game in Chicago against the Philadelphia 76ers on November 17th. Does that make sense? Uh-huh. So from October 26th to November 17th, he has not been given the Air Jordan from Nike yet. He has signed the contract. They're waiting for the Air Jordan 1s to come in. So what are on his feet for that first 3 weeks of the season?
What are they called? El Capitans?
The El Capitans. Yes.
What are they called?
The Free Solos, the Air Free Solos. They're called the Airship.
Yeah, Airship, not a good name.
But what we have here is a poster of Michael Jordan.
What do we do?
You hold that bottom there, and I guess you just take a look, wearing the Airships. Kanye, are you listening? 888-842-2357.
Why does this Kanye? Why is it all for Kanye?
I know Kanye wants it, and I know Kanye's got the money to pay for it.
So this was taken in the first 4 weeks of him being a
3 weeks of being the greatest of all time. Airships on the feet, pre-Jordans. Yes, Kanye, it's 888-842-2357. Do it for Jesus.
You don't have a single Jordan poster up here with all this stuff. You don't have anything Jordanian.
Where are your Jordanian posters?
Where's your Jordanian accoutrements?
It's amazing. I pulled out the memorabilia. I pulled out the posters. I pulled it out, and what we have is that an Umamu? Is that a Umamu Okafor? It's beautiful silk tie.
Umachi Umakafor.
Oh man. The 90s. What are you going to do? Different time.
It's very.
Oh, poor fucking LeBron. Because right now, he's like, I'm good too. And then he's going to sit down the next 5 Sundays and he's going to know that the debate ends.
But also,
he's going to be so bummed.
Oh, well, there's no debate. But the other thing is, what about being like, you're like old, but you're also like in your prime, and you just had like your season just like shut down on you again.
Your last chance at 47 to win a championship, and then you have to watch the next Sundays. Everyone's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. Well, just do more of your TikTok dances. You can do that. I would say Jordan's the greatest basketball player of all time. I would definitely say in the TikTok dance game, LeBron's the GOAT over Jordan. I'll give him that. So if I was ever on ESPN, I would just at least state that.
Taco Tuesday?
Tuesday, Jordan never came up with a dope social phrase like that.
That he stole. From
everyone ever. And it's also racist. But greatest basketball player, but you, dog.
You got it.
You, dog. You're a good dad in the dance.
You're the talk master.
You're the top taco talk dance TikTok master. Lace front, you the best.
Yeah.
Some people, they lose their hair, they embrace it. Some people do not.
Yeah.
LeBron, your head started here in first quarter when they spelled your name Labron. But then at the end of the game, your hair was back here.
Braun.
So you win. I can't wait. I love when docuseries end debates. That's what I like what they do.
Who's got that debate?
I gotta hear people.
There's no way they can say...
Bill Lambier, do you have a little bit of an ulterior motive, dog? Bill Lambier, member of the Bad Boys, talking about like, I think LeBron's the greatest. Because you like won against Jordan, he like beat you and you cried because you were a little fucking bastard. People be talking, Jonathan. I'm just saying. A Star is Born right there. I love that movie and I love that cover. I don't know what I love more, the movie or the Sports Illustrated cover.
Which version of the movie? Which iteration of the film?
There's many versions. There's a Chris Christopherson version. There's also a Michael Jordan version.
Right.
It's amazing. It's Jennifer Hudson and Michael Jordan.
Takes place in 1990.
It's amazing. I'm going to make Space Jam because he did it. Yeah, we get it. We get it. We get it.
I'm 23.
Well, what else did he do? I'm 23, yeah. What? Unbelievable.
Maybe you can. So we all know that this year's Burning Man, Burning Man 2020, Sunday, August 30th to Monday, September 7th.
Oh my God.
The theme is the multiverse. It's a global quantum kaleidoscope of possibility.
It was.
Well, so burners in Black Rock City will now explore the playa virtually.
Okay, can't do that.
Well, not only can you not do that, but can you? And what does that mean?
And like, look out if you live in an apartment with a burner, because if he decides to experience this virtually, your fucking apartment complex could go up on the last day.
But also, like, in order to explore it virtually, does that mean, like, what does that mean? Does that mean other people are going to be there on the playa, like putting cameras out?
It just means people will be on Zoom in their shitty burner gear with goggles on, throwing dust in each other's faces in their apartments.
Gross.
Yeah. If there was ever an event that, like, has to be lived in IRL and not during fucking quarantine.
This was the year I was going to go.
This was the year you were going to go. Weren't. But it was the year you were going to go. Weren't. But it was the year you were going to go.
I had already found my mates.
Accommodations. My team. My playa team. We were the dirt dogs.
Dirty.
We were the dirty devils, yo.
Yeah, I had the whole
I would
thing
literally
planned.
say if you live in an apartment where there's burners,
move out.
They're burning your fucking apartment down on the 7th on Monday night. We can't let it die. Are you lighting the apartment on fire? Yes!
It's an effigy.
An effigy to burn. Go away. Yeah, I can't really do that. Got to kind of be there for that.
Can you do the 8 p.m. every night in Silver Lake and Echo Park? Every fucking yuppie dad in the world coming out with their kids and their pots and pans and clamoring and screaming and hooting and hollering for 15 minutes?
Got to give them that.
Do you?
I think you're supposed to, like, for camaraderie, right?
But that's whack, and don't do it. And it's not cool, and it's stupid.
What if you, like, hey,
I don't give a fuck.
Put the purge
that
siren
shit
on,
is
drove up.
Fucking whack.
Back in the house.
I don't like that. I don't have to give them anything.
You don't like that.
That's fucking whack. Woo! Woo!
They do that every night?
Every fucking night. Then they get on Nextdoor and talk about, thanks everybody.
Did you hear me woo?
It was so great.
Remember the third woo that was like,
thank you all
woo.
so much for that. I really needed it. Really needed it for why? Because you've been sitting in your fucking 1920s fucking hacienda in the hills for the last fucking 4 days.
Watching this Craftsman deteriorate from 1.7 million to 1.65.
It's been really brutal.
It's been rough. But so the third woohoo, that was me.
I'm not kidding you, dude.
We don't.
And I guess because it's the hills, so it like sound really carries, so they really get going. So it started with just like a handful. They're doing it in my neighborhood too. But the problem is anytime in my neighborhood, when like anything gets to a point where it gets a little rowdy, dudes bring out like homemade fucking explosives and it just is like
that got ruined.
Terrifying.
Where the dogs? That
there
got changed.
was literally like a stick of dynamite that went off on my street last night, and it was.
It's like when it hits the car alarms and they really sent that. Yeah.
The fucking
deepest. Yeah.
Terrifying.
What was? Okay.
Sorry, I just having trouble breathing.
Okay, I think they call it a dry cough.
Very dry.
Oh, all right. We're okay.
Can't breathe. It's fine.
We're okay.
I can only not breathe.
We're okay.
It's flu-like.
That was
flu-ish.
That was unbelievable.
So, it's just the worst. I don't give anybody anything.
I know you don't.
I do, but I'm saying within this, like, I don't want what? Okay, like it's hard for you to have kids and deal with this. I get it, but like, those aren't the people that are going out on balconies.
Isn't your wife coming in naked while you're playing video games? Come on,
honey, baby,
put that pot and pan down.
So whack,
honey. Have you ever played that guitar?
Like nothing anyone I know is doing is hard.
Meaning
nothing about this is difficult. In terms of dealing with it, it's not difficult. It's not difficult to like do this. You just don't do it.
No, yeah. I think
it's difficult to worry about like what the future holds. But like if you're not struggling financially, Like, if you're, like, there's nothing difficult about what's happening. There's nothing difficult. There's nothing difficult about going and waiting in line for 15 minutes to get into a store.
No.
There's nothing difficult about putting gloves and a mask on before you go into a place.
No.
So what is everyone fucking tripping out about?
Probably the absolute financial uncertainty.
But there's nothing, that's not what I hear them tripping out about. What I hear them tripping out about is like, guys, there's wipes at CVS. I know it's like everyone's been looking like, thank you so much, community. Like, it's
definitely like, that neighborhood, but then like everywhere else
in the world
exists. Yes.
Absolutely.
So maybe just that one neighborhood.
But the economic uncertainty is not, you know.
If you have to see if there's a Volvo wagon, you're not allowed to hit a pot or a pan. You have to have like, your car has to be at least 2 different colors, not on purpose.
I suppose that's what I mean, is that my experience with people here, it's just like, you guys like everything that you fucking do, you've got to like do it and you like devise an outfit for it.
Yeah.
It's like, you fucking assholes, like just stop being you. Stop
hitting that pot in that pan.
Like,
and then telling me about it.
It's like, what is just your rig out that you're wearing? Like, we don't live in the fucking like Serengeti. Like, get that thing off your fucking head. Like, you know, just like everyone's just like wrapped and
Bedouin wraps.
Stacked and like it's just like, what is this fucking Star Wars all of a sudden? Like everyone's so eager beaver to like be a thing.
Be on Tatooine.
I fucking hate it.
That's my new Instagram, the dads of Tatooine.
Oh, it's so stupid.
I have a gentleman here. He plays for the Los Angeles Clippers. His name is Patrick Patterson, and I guess he sort of fancies himself a movie buff, wants to go into the industry when he retires from basketball. He's been putting together some movie nights. When he played for the Oklahoma City Thunder, he was known as the sort of aficionado. He would let the team know the great films of yesteryear and today. Now that he's with the Clippers and they're not playing, he's decided to put together a sort of playlist. He sat down to do an interview with the LA Times. He's doing virtual screenings where he's sort of showing people what it's all about. The artistry, because he, as a movie buff, will be pursuing this film career very soon. He lists his top movies of all time.
Oh boy, here we go.
These are the 5 greatest movies ever made. This man will retire. He's made much money. I looked him up, his contracts.
Much money.
Very large contracts. He's going to take that into producing. And he's like, these are the 5 greatest movies ever made.
300.
Top movie, number 1 movie of all time, Looper. What? Looper. I haven't seen that movie.
Who's in that?
That's Bruce Willis and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. So let me stop you right there.
But it's like a time thing?
Let me stop you right there. It isn't anything. It don't matter what it is. It stars Bruce Willis and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. It's the best movie ever made. It's my number 1 movie of all time. It's Looper, starring Bruce Willis and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I'm sorry, I didn't see that because you said it started Bruce Willis and Gordon-Levitt. That's the dude that made Rian Johnson. Is that his name? I don't know how to say it. I'm sure that's like an Iman or an Amon or Ryan. He did Knives Out and he did the Star Wars movie. So that was his. It's a sci-fi film.
Yeah, it's like that's like they can like flip.
I think
flip
they
around.
loop. They loop.
They loop it up.
They loop it up. So when you're JGL, you're like, I want to loop it and blow harp, and you become Bruce Willis. So your favorite movie of every movie ever made, the thousands of movies you've sat down to watch, you watched a movie that starred Bruce Willis and Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and when it ended, you said, that's the best movie I've ever seen in my life.
What is the rest of this list?
Number 2, Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Okay.
I don't know. Sure, I saw it when it came out.
Oh, you definitely did.
Probably funny. Number 3, 1995, Seven. I don't remember. Fincher, I don't know.
It's good.
Jonathan, it came out like 40 years ago.
Go ahead.
You have to see that again. Number 4, It Follows. Didn't see that. That was a sort of independent horror movie.
Did you see that, Jeff?
It's fine.
What about
says this movie? This film buff.
What about Looper?
How's Looper? Looper's fine also. Looper's fantastic or fine? Is it the best movie ever made? Is Forgetting Sarah Marshall the funniest movie ever made? Number
Lawrence
5.
of Arabia.
Number 5. This is his 5th greatest movie of all time. It also came out in 1995. I guess he was a child then. If he's playing in the NBA now, that means in 1995 he was 3. So this makes sense. Outbreak. Didn't you just watch Outbreak?
Unwatchable.
Didn't you just watch it a week ago?
Borderline unwatchable.
Jonathan, it's the 5th greatest film ever made. Jonathan.
Now more than ever.
Pulp Fiction.
Outbreak.
Goodfellas. Boogie Nights. Outbreak. Looper. Done. I just did the list. I did the list for you. Godfather 1. Godfather 2. Looper. Godfather 3. 7. So I can't wait for him to start this production company up.
It's going to be a treat.
It's going to be amazing. Guys, I found a script. It's almost as good as Outbreak.
It's called Looper 2.
It's called Looper 2.
It's called Tooper.
The story of the monkey from Friends. You said when we say Outbreak, you mean the movie that Jonathan, like 3 weeks ago, came into my apartment and was like, dude, I'm dying. I watched the last half hour of Outbreak. You have to watch it. It is like
crazy.
Insanely bad.
It's insane. When they shoot that monkey with the tranquilizer, it's the craziest thing I've ever seen. The music is fucking psychotic. Cuba Gooding Jr.
Oh, is he in that
is
too?
possibly the most overrated actor of all time in the history of mankind.
I'll give you that.
He is so bad.
Yeah, he showed us the money.
And he's with Dustin Hoffman.
That doesn't help.
Doesn't help. Rene Russo.
Love the
Kevin
Bruce.
Spacey.
Love the space machine.
Kevin Spacey like dying with like lesions on his face, like really like hamming it up.
Wow.
So much sweat and like dried shit on
Is
his
it like
lips.
a lot of fatigues? Like people wearing like fatigues with
it's
helicopters?
it's only scrubs and fatigues the entire film. Donald Sutherland playing like an evil general. Morgan Freeman. I mean, this movie, you would think with this caliber of talent.
Incredible talent.
It's like we could have shot it probably in this apartment. I mean, there's a point where they're like running like...
We kind of are right now. UhhYeahDude presents Outbreak 2.
Tooth break.
Marcel the monkey being played by Mizu.
I don't know. It's nuts.
That's a tough list. But listen, we got to see Looper. We got to see that first before we deny him the #1 movie ever made of all time.
I mean, if Jeff says it's
fine,
that probably means it's okay. It's probably good.
He's got impeccable taste, but fine just means that it's fine.
But sometimes Jeff's fine means like it's good, but I'm like not going to tell you it's good because I don't want you to argue with me. Other times fine means it's fine.
How is it, Jeff? It's fine. Okay.
2019 #1 whiskey of the year.
Wow.
It's George Dickel.
Excuse me.
That is Jorge Dickel.
Jorge Dickel.
It's at Cascade Hollow Distillery. We are committed to producing quality whiskey at a great value.
Cascade Hollow.
$40 a bottle at Bevmo.
Yes, please.
That's Bevmos are only in California, Arizona, and Washington.
Primarily, that's where Bevmos are, but that's a good price point for the Whiskey Advocate giving this. They're saying this is the #1 whiskey.
100 proof whiskey.
Talk. Are you listening, people?
And they're George Dickel. Jorge
Dickel
is Jorge Dickel is made in Tullahoma, Tennessee. Tullahoma's slogan: "A city as unique as its name."
Wow.
Now, just 12 miles southwest of Tullahoma is Lynchburg, Tennessee.
Oh, wait a minute.
Home of
Jacques Daniel.
Jacques Daniel.
I prefer Jorge Dickel or Jacques Daniel. But I like George Dickel and Jack Daniels. How's that battle just 12 miles apart?
How much is a bottle of Jacques Daniel?
I think it's like $4 for. I don't know.
I don't know.
That's the #1 whiskey of the year. Do you think that Jack Daniels is straight pissed that it ain't the #1 Tennessee whiskey from Whiskey Advocate?
They're gonna get. They just watch what they do next year. What they come back with.
That's bonded whiskey.
The war is on. The whiskey wars.
The whiskey wars began during the quarantine of 2020. Well, because on UhhYeahDude, somebody listens at the Jack Daniels plant down in Lynchburg heard about them folks up in Tullahoma, just up the road.
12 miles up the road.
12 miles up the road.
Jorge Dickel
Got the #1 whiskey in the planet. I bet they go up there, they buy a bottle of it, and they stand on the county line, and they pour it out.
Yeah.
And then toss it in the gravel. Yeah, right here.
The Whiskey Wars.
The Whiskey Wars were dark times.
Dark.
Incredible 5-episode docuseries on Netflix. 2021. The Whiskey Wars. It will start kind of Ken Burnsy, like black and white, like somebody up in the holla.
Yeah.
Like turn of the century. Bootlegger, like an old still photo of an old bootlegger. You can't see my face because it's fucking covered in a mask. But what I'm doing is giving a little no-tooth grin, like, what you trying to catch me out here, boy? With that camera. This is your daddy breaking the law out here.
It's
the Whiskey Wars. God damn. Those old moonshiners, you know. The good old boys like the Dukes.
Like the Dukes.
Like Bo and Luke Duke.
What do we got? This is a little, I guess, not to be a downer, but this is a current event show after all.
What's going on? Is it something?
The Upper Mississippi River is the nation's most endangered river of 2020, according to a report by the environmental advocacy group American Rivers. Now, according to the group, the Upper Mississippi River is critical to the nation's economy and is a globally significant ecosystem. However, climate change is driving more intense rainstorms, leading to more frequent and prolonged flooding in the upper Midwest. This new reality puts people, habitat, and infrastructure at risk, and communities along the upper Mississippi are dangerously unprepared for it. The rivers on the list aren't the nation's worst or the most polluted rivers. According to the American Rivers, 3 factors will make it onto the most endangered list: the magnitude of the threat, the significance of the river to people and nature, a critical decision point in the coming year. Now, the river runs through 4 states: Illinois, Iowa, Minnesota, and Wisconsin.
Upper Mississippi, that old man river. Okay. So while we're just sitting around here watching Netflix, the whole ecosystem.
Well, because the critical decisions probably being because of the rainstorms, because of the flooding, they're like, we got to deal with this thing. Like,
we got to deal with this, but we can't leave the house. That's essential, though.
Yeah, what happens if... I guess there's tornadoes that, like, fucked people up last week.
It's unbelievable.
Like, I was thinking about, like, if an earthquake hit here, flooding, you know, what happens if this thing lasts long enough that there's, like, major, I don't know.
Sort of like natural disasters.
Yeah, that have to contend with that versus not only the pressure on the, supply chains and stuff, but then also like, wait, we have to go and help people, but we're not supposed to be out. Like, it's just like touching people and shit, Yeah, it's cool though. I'm just going to wrap some shit around my head. And then at 8 o'clock, I'm going to walk out on a balcony and I'm going to fucking hoot and holler.
Is that Jonathan? is that him? Let's get him. Get the deeper pot, the one for the faro. And he will fucking lose his mind.
Get the copper pot.
Do you think that? Let's try it. Let's do 20 minutes tonight. See if he fucking loses his shit.
It's also, it gets longer and longer, louder and louder.
That's bad because if we're locked in until May 15th, that could turn into
also like sorry. It's like you watched a bunch of fucking dudes in fucking Italy singing like dope shit.
Ave Maria or something, yeah.
Like on their balconies. So you want to do something.
I'm on the deep end. Like, no, don't.
So you want to do something too every night because like, oh, they did it. Let's do it. But our thing that we do is fucking stupid and isn't cool. So like, stop fucking doing it. And it's not new. Yeah. It's not original.
They're just silently like salsa dancing. You gotta fucking, what is that? Where'd you even get that? Fuck. Went into the basement. You have a basement? Yeah, we have a 6-bedroom house. Well, then just get the fuck back in it.
Just get back in it.
Because John, get the fuck back in it.
Stop.
And fix your river. Why are there so many... There looks to be so many beer cans in the river, Dad. It's okay.
I don't think the beer cans are the problem anymore.
We don't even care about that.
Everything, so many other things.
All the things are sort of...
It used to be beer cans.
Now, beer cans, that was back in the day, in the 80s. Not a problem.
Yeah.
Look at all those fucking beer cans in the old Mississippi. Hey, little guys. Just tap them when they go by. Now it's just...
Hey, you little guys.
Hey, little guys. Hey, come here, son. When the beer can goes by, just tap and go, little guy, and push him down. But, Daddy, why is the whole river just tin cans?
Yeah.
Because we're a drunk country, son.
Because we're drunk as fuck,
We're drunk as fuck, son. And I'll tell you what's going to happen in 2020. Oh boy.
At 8 p.m. every night.
Every night. Put your earplugs in. Hope you don't go to sleep early, wake up early, because you fucked.
What side are you on, boy? It's the Whiskey Wars.
Yeah. Have you picked a side yet? From Tullahoma or from Lynchburg? You best decide, boy. You a Jacques or a Jorge kind of guy? Tell me right now.
You a Jacques man or a Jorge
You a Jacques man or a Jorge man? Drink it both, boy. Take a shot of both of these. Tell me what burns more. Whichever burns more, that's what kind of man you're going to be.
That's
the side you're on, boy. That Jorge burned, didn't it? That's $40 at Bevmo. Dad, that's a great deal. Is that in California, Arizona, and Washington State?
We don't have them.
It is.
Here.
We don't have them over here, boy. You know what I mean. Just shut up. Shut up. Your daddy's playing video games. Mama's about to walk in with no clothes on. Trick him. Jonathan says it ain't real. It's probably not. God, it got me good, though. Just every single dumb dude.
I mean, obviously, some
well, maybe 3 of the 300 were real.
Let's say 20% are real, or something like that. I mean, I would say that's a high number. People do anything for the fucking those views, those likes.
Hey, babe.
People want it, man.
Hey, babe.
It's anything they can do to get any traction out there whatsoever. They don't give a fuck.
Oh, they don't give a fuck.
I just don't buy
anything.
Well, like, what's her fuck? That fucking. Speaking of A Star Is Born, that fucking lady in the subway. The British girl that, like, he's like, finish the lyric.
I didn't see this. No.
Oh, she was on fucking Ellen. This guy's like got this fucking part of his stupid show called like finish the lyrics, and he like runs up to people like on the subway, and he's like, finish this lyric, and he's like, oh, I'm on the deep end, and she sings it, and she like murders. It's so good. She winds up on Ellen a week later, and it's like everyone's like, this isn't this woman's a fucking professional singer. She's like, it's like a. But the video went viral. She gets on fucking Ellen, as opposed to just being some fucking like nobody fucking great singer,
Dupe.
2 of the people on the show that he did finish the lyrics, like with the other guy, like had like a little career too, and it's like you look and you're like, oh, this is staged. Like this is staged. It's like it's all fucking staged. All the world's a stage, man. It's all the Truman Show, bro.
It's true, dog. Look around you. Look around you, man.
I'm so sick of looking at everybody on the internet.
It's all HDMI. Look around you. What is it? What are you talking about?
It's all 4K.
Did you say AT&T? No, man, HDMI.
It's broadband, fucking.
It's broadband 4K, bro. What was
it called?
IOU 5G. It's all things.
It's all stuff.
Up is down, yin is yang. You know what I mean, right? No.
5 is G.
I don't know what you mean. One time.
Y is phi.
Yin
is yang.
5-0. It's all good.
Yeah, British people burning 5G towers down.
Yeah, coming out of their garage. What do you call it?
Garage.
Garage? You mean a garage? Say it one more time.
It's
your people getting
crazy times.
Crazy. It's crazy times. This was what still is. It's 7:88. So yeah, we're now. We're in April, 2020. Oh yeah, dude. America's podcast. Back here, 788. Doing it, 888-842-2357. Again, you're going to get Jonathan. So off the bat, you're going to think everything is all right.
But then
the prompts come in.
Bossy bitch.
And then this lady comes in.
This bossy bitch comes in.
Bitch. And she's going to start bossing you around.
Just let her do her thing.
Just go where she tells you to go. She's very new.
So
she's been spoken to. She came highly recommended. She has been fired from several jobs. She's no nonsense, no fuss. Don't let it, man, of all the times when people you don't, enough has changed. It's those little things. Just don't need, even for me, so many times that I've checked that and have to, you know me, like my creature comforts, and it's just, excuse me, Raven, you said new mailbox number, new password? New password will take me a month to come up with that. I can't just do that on the phone with you right now. This is 14 years. I can't just give you. So you know what I do? I come up with something off the bat.
But I'm not. Like, why didn't they fucking talk to us?
I don't know. They'll find out. They'll figure it out. We used to have a 4-digit code. I came up with something. I didn't overthink it. Just had another one. Oh, it needs to be 6 digits. Oh, Raven.
You're really pushing
You're really doing me a bit dirty
You're
over
really
here.
pushing me.
You're doing me dirty over here. So, yeah. So, please, if you have never called, if you have called, we are here, 888-842-2357. I think what Jonathan was thinking is that we're probably the only people left that still have a toll-free voicemail. So maybe they didn't alert us because they thought that the company had closed. They had no more customers.
Yeah, they
realized
like,
there was
listen,
still one
they're
open
still
account.
paying it, but the person's probably got to be dead or something.
They
so
must
just
have
let's
passed.
not rock the boat.
Must have passed.
Let's just let that money keep flowing
Must
in.
have passed. Can't still be. I mean, they can't still have a voicemail. So what we'll do is we'll transcribe it into text and we'll email it to him, and it will basically just be his podcast partner doing different audio tests.
I mean,
high noon.
That's what I was saying. Was just like, of course they email it to me now because who the fuck calls in to like check on a landline like you do? I mean, it was like they probably were like, oh, they'll be thrilled to be receiving these, but I was like, actually, you'd be surprised.
You'd be surprised. He's a sick fuck. He's calling the toll-free voicemail from a landline.
Testing.
1, 2, 3. Peter Piper picked a pepper, one rock rhyme.
Crazy shit, man.
Yeah, he's a mascot in his own house. He calls from a landline into a voicemail. He's quite all right. He's a member of the Air Jordan Flight Club. He's totally fine.
He's fine.
He's totally fine. He has a membership card. It's a tie from Umberto. Yeah, he keeps thinking Kanye West is going to be his retirement fund.
I don't know what's going on with that.
Don't know why Kanye. Maybe all the kids are draining all the money from him. You don't know how much it costs to have a kid. When he was single, he was rolling in dough. Now he's got a family. He's got to support the whole family. He doesn't have discretionary Jordan income.
But what? Yeah,
Jordanian income. You know, Seth Romatelli has the biggest collection of Jordanian memorabilia. What's that? Oh, it's Michael Jordan misspelled memorabilia. He's got the biggest collection in North America. Wow.
I think you might.
Wow. That's very interesting.
I think that could be true.
Yeah, he's got the only poster of the airships, and then they spell his name wrong in every other piece. It's an offshoot of actual Jordan memorabilia.
Are
those Jordans?
No,
they're ships.
Very, very niche.
They spelled his name wrong, and he's not wearing Jordans, but it's him. Yeah, it's still him. It's the GOAT. Last Dance, 30 for 30, ESPN.
Hope that's good.
What do you got there for people?
Limited edition Oreo flavors.
I'm listening.
Limited edition Oreo flavor, available at Target and Walmarts nationwide. I guess I wear this mask a lot, but I don't talk much in it. I didn't realize how much it rides up on my face with all the laughter. And
you're not laughing in the supermarket. You're there to handle your business.
I'm just doing my shit.
Avocados, bananas, A-Shocks out.
Some dude wrote
avocados, bananas, A-Shocks out.
Some guy sent me a screenshot of another flavor.
I got some more for you.
A-Shot. He was like, "This shit is disgusting."
What?
I was like, "It is."
Maybe he's never had watermelon A-Shock.
I think it was a mango of some sort or something.
You ever had watermelon, like real actual watermelon? Yeah. Have you ever had A-Shock poured into a watermelon?
A-Rod?
If you ever had an A-Shock watermelon poured into a watermelon?
Tiramisu flavor Oreos.
Wow.
No.
No?
You eat Oreos? Because
no.
They're vegan.
I don't think they are. I think that's when it go on Snopes. I think that might be a trick.
What do you mean?
That's got to be some bone char sugar up in there. They trick you. They say...
Oh, because sugar.
They always say that, like.
But it's not got like animal shortening in it. You're just saying that the refined sugar goes through.
But people love to throw that out. Oh, you can eat that. It's fine. I mean, you can eat anything. Don't matter. Certainly now it's quarantine. Now's the time. All bets are off.
Yeah.
Now's the time for fucking Budweisers and Oreos. If there ever was a fucking time. At least through May. What have you been up to? Budweisers and Oreos. Really?
I went into a marijuana shop.
Essential?
In Palm Desert.
Okay.
Palm Springs. And I hadn't been inside of a place like that in a long time.
Wow.
And it was interesting.
Yeah, peeking around.
A lot of product.
A lot of packaging.
A lot of merch.
A lot of colorful packaging.
Yeah. A lot of very specific packaging.
Dosaging.
Interesting. Prices are curious.
Well, these seem to be high. Okay. Palm Springs. Okay.
Quite low is what I saw.
Quite low. Interesting. Quite low.
Very, 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 very cheap. Very cheap. Obviously, the crazy product's super expensive, but like just straight flour, like I think I could have gotten an ounce for like $12 or something crazy.
Get out of here,
that.
sir.
Like, could you just take this?
Get it out of here.
But had been a minute since I had been in a place like that, and
it has.
that I had even been surrounded by that smell. And this was the kind of shop that like they medicate like behind the counter.
It's
it was,
okay.
You know, it was pretty. It wasn't like an Apple store. It was definitely
still
like
had
old OG like
One Love.
Yeah.
Everybody, what is that?
Straight up.
That's Robert Marley.
It's like Rick and Morty on the fucking TV.
There it is,
Fucking Robert Nesta Marley.
Yeah.
Crazy convict at the front door. Like, I'm security. And it's like, are you? Because like I feel like I need security
for you, sir. You're wearing your airbrushed Marilyn with the bandana over it. That like, okay.
Anyway, made me want to smoke weed.
Yeah, made you want to put on Robert Marley.
Nesta Marley.
Because it's One Love. Ooh, turn it up. Is that Budweiser's and Oreos? Yeah, turn it up.
Tiramisu.
Is that tiramisu? No, it is. Well, it isn't. Hey, it smells like tiramisu. Fresh Italian tiramisu. Bone char tiramisu from Oreo. Let me just dip that in this frothy Budweiser.
And let's get
funky through May. Oh, it's now through June. Oh, we don't have concerts or sports anymore.
No.
Oh, movies don't exist. Oh, no one ever works again. Oh, we all die. Okay, then. Well, all right. Thank you.
Yeah.
I guess I'll look back to all my prognosticating for 2020 and scale that back.
If it
apologize for all my
I'm just saying.
I was hyping up 2020's hype man real big time. I really botched that one.
I'm definitely going to consider
really botched that one.
Smoking marijuana if this goes on much longer.
Yeah, like by much longer I mean May. So yes.
Come back
please come back.
789.
789. It's so amazing.
We are a listener-supported, advertising, commercial-free podcast that's been doing mask heavy. We've been doing the show since 2006.
I bet the audio quality will probably be great.
Less heaving.
Less of me.
Not me. I'm more worried about my nose breathing. We'll see.
And you think for people that might be in their homes that they're on Patreon that might be watching this, are they going to be frightened?
No, I think they'll probably they'll do one episode where they'll be like, "This is so funny," and then
one episode where
they'll never watch again.
I'll just turn away. I'll put it on.
I think we should probably just dub, because the show's essentially the same. We could just take old footage and just dub the new audio.
Nose. I thought you meant
just
visually. Just put our nose and mouth over the masks.
Interesting.
Jeff, you can do that, right? That can't be that hard.
You can deep fake
me, right? You can do me, right? You can do that. Give me Orlando Bloom's like nose and lips. You can do that.
Yeah, you could just have Seth's face morphing into different people, like the Bill Hader thing, where he's doing the impressions, and then his face becomes the person.
Shia LaBeouf with Jonathan, maybe.
But yeah, we are listener supported, commercial free. So if you want to support us, the best way to do that is to go to our Patreon page and pledge to the show. Thank you for everyone that does that.
Oh my God, obviously, thank you so much.
Now
more than ever, thank you. Anyone that's ever done that, anyone that's still doing that now.
We also have a Venmo that's UYD4L. UYD number 4 letter L. You could just do a one-time thing there if you wanted to do that. But most importantly, tell a friend, come back, and take care of yourself and be safe. And don't hate on your neighbors like I do. And
stop hating. Well, it depends. Find out
find out how much their house is worth.
All right, get the address. You Zillow it. We have a conference call. We decide based on how many people live in the house, cars in the driveway, and what the house costs. We'll determine it's on a case-by-case basis. Because it could, we have to have the number of occupants. We have to have past employment history. We'll do a deep dive. If we determine...
We'll get into the accounts.
It will get into the accounts. Oh, trust me on that. We will determine... Whether or not they're allowed to
trust in Tatooine.
And on my dad's of Tatooine fucking Finsta account. It's amazing when you start an account and you don't know when things are going to just explode virally, if you will. Not in the quarantine terms, but in the social media terms. When you go viral with your new Instagram that you start that people just cannot get enough of. It's quite amazing.
Yeah.
You have to be proud of yourself when you... so we'll determine if we're allowed to social distancing, like yell at them, like demand that they, or maybe we can rotate out, like dads get different nights. You can't
all gang up.
No, maybe like we take turns. Like some dads, you don't get every night of the week. You get one weekend night and one weeknight you have to pick.
Yeah.
And it can't be for 15 minutes.
Space it out.
I think 3 would be great. Concentrated for 3. That way you could kind of get in your tub, cover your ears.
Last night's was
more than 3 minutes?
Definitely. 10?
10.
Which is really pushing it.
10. And maybe come up with something.
I just don't think it's cool. That's my problem. It's just not cool.
Silently breakdance. That dad silently breakdances.
I just think it's not cool.
Okay.
Like, what are you doing? You blowing off steam? Why? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
People are dying. Like, you live in the hills. Shut the fuck up. What did you accomplish? Why do you need to blow off steam?
Our team looked into your shit and
just be quiet.
That's a brand new Tesla.
Like, just be fucking quiet.
Hey.
Like, let people do their shit. Stop making noise.
Now's the time, especially at 8 o'clock. Take it down a notch.
Oh, we got it through another day. Neighborhood. Great job. Talk to you on Next Door tomorrow about joggers who don't wear masks.
I saw him. He was wearing, the New Balance, the white New Balance. I saw that guy. Maybe they got to get.
They're fucking bored out of their tits.
And so they got to.
They got nothing fucking better to do. They're bored out of their fucking tits.
We should start a podcast.
Maybe they should start a podcast. Shitbags.
Dads of podcasting. It's amazing that you joined us. Please come back for 789 888-842-2357. Still going after all these years. You're still going to hear Jonathan, and that was my main thing.
Still going after all these years.
And it can still.
And yet still going.
That was my main thing. I'm like, I thought when it reset or something, if that went away, we should just get some audio of that just to have. If that message went away, that would be it. It would be you recording that 14 years ago would be gone.
Somebody's maybe got
our podcast will always be able to reach it in the cloud or something, just grab them. But that
might be gone forever.
That could have been gone forever. So anyway, actually, they have the expertise. Jeff, somebody just record that on their phone.
Just so we have it.
Just so we have it. I was so nervous when I was down the first time. I was like, please. What if it was replaced by that lady? Hey, Jonathan's fucking stupid. The other guy sucks. They got a number. Leave something.
Maybe.
Guess I call it a piss cast. Fuck all y'all. Quarantine 2020. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So you still get Jonathan. So please call 888-842-2357. Come back for 789. Cannot thank you enough for joining us. Hopefully this sounded perfect and we will get used to this is a fluid situation.
Yeah, just we're day by day, week at a time type of thing.
And we've been just wanting to do shows and we've wanted to do them. We want to be able to look at each other. I mean, we do it with the eyes anyway. We both only do it right there.
We've always been all in the eyes.
In your ears. I never really
in your eyes and in your ears.
Your ears really pop, and I never noticed that till you put a huge fucking mask over your face in my house. Thanks, coronavirus. Stupid.
Seatbelts.